him what he is.
What are you, Bethan? Bethan, what are you? What is that?
What kind of hat is that?
What are you?
An astronaut. Say an astronaut.
An astronaut? Why an astronaut?
Hi, my name is Jolene White. I'm a student at the University of the West Indies here in Cayman campus. I am studying early childhood development and family studies, and my course title is Curriculum Development and Assessment in the Early Years. Today I'm going to be doing a video presentation on the Learning Center and Assessment in Early Years. But before we go any further in this topic, I would like to talk about a quote from Mr. Estrada. And he posits that if a child can't learn the way we teach, then maybe we should teach the way that they learn. So before we're going to start now, and the question that I'm going to ask you is, what is a learning center? A learning center is a designated area of a classroom that provides students with opportunities to obtain learning concepts, themes, skills, and topics to enhance learning through hands-on skills. So basically what he's saying that a learning center is an area in the class. It doesn't have to be a specific area, because some schools or classes may not be that big. So it can be small spaces that is designated for the children to have play, to develop their skills. They have that opportunity to be independent and doing whatever they want to do, and so on. Basically, we know that it's going to be guided learning as well, but this is a time for them to really express themselves through play and make choices in their centers. So the next question, how to set up a learning center? First thing, plan for space, location, and design. So you know your classroom, you're going to go to the drawing table and you're going to plan out, where am I going to put this learning center, what center I'm going to have. That's the second thing. Identify the learning center, the topic, and the team. So you're not going to give a random center. So if you know that the children, you know that you're going to evaluate the children, assess them, and know what they really like and what they really can engage in, and you're going to prepare the center to suit that child or the children's needs. And that's the same we have here, assessment of children. So we're going to organize the learning center now, getting the materials that we need for each center, and differentiating the learning center activities. So you don't want to have the same center activities for dramatic play and the same for art. So you know you're going to organize your learning center and know that the tools and so on, what are we going to need to put in the the art center, what we're going to need to put in the library, the music, the manipulative, and so on. So on my slide, I'll be showing you a floor plan of a learning center, and I'm going to justify. So the dramatic center is located to the right of the block center, and the furniture for the center makes a circle, and this shows clear boundaries as to where the center begins and ends. So that's the dramatic center. The art center now, that is located opposite the dramatic center and beside the washroom. You're seeing it on the slide, most definitely. This is an easy access to wash hands and so on. You mess here, and if you notice, there's a sink right at the art center, so the child, if the child is painting and so on, the sink is there to be easily accessed to wash the child's hand, so on. The literacy center now, that was strategically placed at the front of the classroom, right next to the computers, the writing and listening area, that is next to, as well as the literacy center. And this area includes an alphabet rug, as you can see, and 2 floor shelves for books. And if you notice that the centers, they are strategically placed at certain areas. So you know that the block center, the sensory center, dramatic, art, they're at one side of the class, because you know those are kind of a noisy activities. And then you have the writing, the math, the quiet area, the literacy circle, those, and the computer, those are on the other side of the class, because those are kind of quieter activities so the art center won't really distract the literacy and when they're reading. So that is why it is placed that way in our floor plan. All right, so we're going to talk about, I'm supposed to be doing 2 centers. So I chose dramatic play and art center. So some materials that can be used are mini kitchen, that's kitchenettes, forks, spoons, plates, cup, you know. Costumes, you have boots, shoes. You would basically choose the type of costume to match the theme, if we're doing theme. So if we're going to talk about firefighters, you're going to put out the firefighter costumes, maybe a hose, pictures of a firefighter, and so on in the dramatic center for that period of time. You have puppets, house furniture, appliances, dolls, and so on for the dramatic center. When we talk about the art center, you have musical instruments, drums, little pianos, and so on, child size. You have paints, and so on, brushes, paint brushes, craft items. You have googly eyes, feathers, pom-poms, glitters, markers, crayons, construction paper, and so on. All of that you would have in your art center. For moving on to managing children's choices and behavior in the centers, because you know that when they're in their different centers, and you're not going to have, example, if we have 5 centers, we don't have 5 teachers to be in each center, so you're going to want to know who plays with who. So if you know that this child, call him Jacob and Damien, if Jacob and Damien, they don't really play well together and so on, yes, you're going to have time for them to mesh as friends and so on, but maybe you put that one over there and that one over there, because that one kind of work well with that one, and they to put in the center. So you're going to have structure. And because we spoke about drama and art, I'll leave you with the quote again, and it says, if a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. Thank you.